What is going on, everybody? It's Bort back in the action once again, and today I have a kind of a fun topic to talk about, and I know it's kind of a big part of the LEGO community, and this isn't going to be like a rumors list or anything like that, but this is going to be a list about LEGO sets that I feel like they should bring back, or aka recreate, or remake. And in light of that, we're going to be doing one from every original saga movie, as well as one from the Clone Wars. Awesome. So kicking things off first, we're going to be talking about the first episode of Star Wars, aka The Phantom Menace, episode 1. And I'm thinking about the MTT. The last one that was actually pretty good that we had was 2007. There was two main playset like renditions of it, with the second one I think in 2014 being absolutely atrocious. There was like half the minifigures or something like that. The build was like incomplete, it was small, stuff like that. And if you look at the inflation since 2007, that $100 set is about $142.89. So if they do recreate this in 2023, 2024, stuff like that, I'm expecting it to be about $150 to $160, and there's going to be 18 minifigures. I believe the old one from 2007 had 21, but we're going to take some of those out to keep the price down, and I'm thinking maybe about 16 battle droids and 2 pilot battle droids, and hopefully that the new model will look kind of similar to the 2007, except improve upon it on especially the curved aspects of the build. Maybe put a sticker sheet for the eyes on the MTT, since that's technically a droid tank. I'd like to also see an MTT be remade because the old brown pieces were super frail. Like, you could sneeze on them and they would break. Plus, we haven't had a droid battle pack in forever, so this could fill somewhat of a void. I know it's going to be about $150 to $160, maybe even $170, but just getting like 18 battle droids in a one set would be absolutely amazing, since we haven't. I think the ATTEs, the like largest droid like abundant set since a droid battle pack. I could be wrong. I want to say probably about the Battle of Saleucami, where we got 2 battle droids and I think 2 super battle droids. Kicking things off again, we got episode 2, aka Attack of the Clones, and this is going to be a no-brainer. It's going to be the Republic gunship. We haven't had one for about 7 or 8 years at this point. No, it's almost 8 or 9. This was released in 2013 and it's 2022. Holy crap. This set originally retailed for, I believe, $120, and the minifigure selection was good, but it could definitely be improved upon. Looking at the $120 price point, it's going to be about $152.62. So again, I'm expecting about $160 to $170. It's not amazing, but if you look at the ATTE, I think the 2013 one was about $90, and now that's about $140. So there's going to be that huge price jump again. This is where I hope they improve upon exponentially compared to the old 2013 model. I'm thinking they're not going to make 2 clone pilots in this set. I have a feeling there's no way. So they're going to have 1 clone pilot. I would like them to make the realistic helmet, but knowing LEGO, they really probably won't. So if you want that realistic helmet, you're going to have to get a third-party helmet, as well as a new updated 2022 style clone trooper captain. The last time we had that was in 2013 again in this set, but I think they should redo that entire like clone legion like command structure in the new like style, because the old figures are cool, but they're getting kind of expensive. The clone captain itself is about $50, $60, $70. So just getting the new ones like that would be awesome, save people some money. Also, it would have more continuity with the 2022 style phase 1 grunts that are coming out. So I just think it's a good idea. Speaking of the phase 1 grunts, I expect 3 all-white clone troopers, as well as 2 battle droids. And this is where they kind of fumbled the bag on the UCS gunship. I'm thinking that hopefully they actually recreate Jedi Bob. That's been a huge thing. They made Commander Cody in the ATTE, pointing up there because there she is. But they made Commander Cody in the ATTE, so I'm hoping they would actually improve and make that Jedi Bob minifigure finally, since it was technically the fan vote. They didn't do the vote, or they did the vote, and they didn't hold up their end of the bargain in the UCS gunship. So hopefully, instead of putting in the UCS gunship, they'll put in the playset. So yes, up next is going to be the Clone Wars, and this is going to be kind of like a random set. I really like the design of it, but it could be very much improved upon. as well as I like the premise behind this set. It would be able to possibly even hold another like unique Clone Legion only to this one set like it did back in the day in 2012. And that's going to be the Republic Frigate from 2012 with the Wolfpack Trooper, the Commander Wolf, I think like Quinlan Voss, Yoda, and Eth Koth, I think it is. And in this one, it used to be $120, and inflation brings that up to about $155-ish. So again, I'm expecting $160 to $170 on the retail price. But I bring up the uniqueness of this set because it could actually be improved upon, such as in the minifigure department. It's cool to get all those Jedis, but if anything, I would like to see a new Clone Legion that has never been made. Well, has been made, but not in the actual like newer style since 2007. And that's going to be the 327th. If you've seen this video right here, I state they probably won't make them. But if they do make them, I feel like this would be the set to do it, especially if it's going to be a phase 1 rendition of the figures. Come with essentially Commander Bly, either 2 327th troopers or 2 all-white Clone Wars style troopers. That would be pretty cool. And Ayla Secura, and either a clone officer or something like a Clone Wars Anakin or a Clone Wars Ahsoka, maybe even both. Just because that in the Clone Wars episode, I think in season 1, they are using the Republic Frigate during that battle. Anakin and Ahsoka and all those guys come in, swoop in, save Ayla and Bly, crash land on the planet with the Lurmen, I think they're called. And I think it would just be more TV show accurate to that like specific episode. And we'd finally get a Commander Bly minifigure besides the 327th like OG figure. Plus the build for the Republic Frigate was okay. From what I've seen, there could be a lot of improvements. Like the entire underside of the frigate was like essentially just like plated off. There's like no like unique designs. Essentially it's just like light gray and dark gray plates. I could be wrong, but I think that's what I've seen. And the back section holding the engines does look a little frail. So if anything, they'd improve that, bulk it up a little bit, add some design to the bottom, and we'd have a pretty good set there. Awesome. So moving on to episode 3, aka Revenge of the Sith. This is going to be one that will go really, really well with the ATTE. That's going to be the General Grievous chase scene. And I say that because there's a lot of, like, all the stars are essentially aligning to this set. It's just a matter of time when they will release it. It's been, I think, like 7-ish, 8-ish years since they made it. It was like $30 back in the day, so inflation would only bring it to $40, but that's going to come up soon. Let me explain. So I would probably say that this set would retail for about 60 or 70, and you're going to ask Bort, like, why would it be that much if it's only going to be $40 for the inflation? Well, if you watched M&R's video, Ask M&R, I believe 230 it was, at around 9 minutes and 30 seconds, he was explaining how there was a new mold for this new dragon, I think. Some Lego, like, theme. I can't remember what it is exactly. But it looks exactly like a Boga. So it could be like the original version of the Grievous Chase, where it could be the Grievous Wheel as well as the Boga with only General Grievous and the Obi-Wan figure with those 2 builds just to try and keep price down. Getting into the original trilogy now and about to wrap things up, we got the episode 4. I would say a Y-Wing. I got the Rogue One Y-Wing back when it released, and that thing is absolutely beautiful. I don't know how they would improve upon it, but they already released a TIE Fighter, as you can see right there. And they also released an X-Wing, I think, yeah, right there. And I would like to see them re-release it. It's been 5 years since we had one, especially with like the original trilogy, like mainline ships. They have like been very frequent with releasing these on a decently consistent basis. I know the sequel trilogy kind of threw a wrench in this because we've had like Poe's X-Wing, the black one, Poe's X-Wing, the white and orange one, the Resistance X-Wing, then we had some First Order TIE Fighters, stuff like that. Then we even got like a Resistance A-Wing and Y-Wing. So it would be kind of cool to see these like re-released, not as frequently as they once were, but just like every 5-7 years, somewhere around there. Even if we could like downscale it, if we do, I think it was like $73 of inflation if it was like re-released exactly how it is today, because it was $60 back in the day. Now it'd be $73, like I said. But if they downscale it like they did to the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, it could fit into that $60 to $70 again. I don't know how they'd really design it differently and improve upon it, because that Y-Wing like set was actually as close to perfect as possible besides the UCS version. And keeping in tradition with the new X-Wing, I would expect there to be probably 4-ish minifigures. I would like to see just like a random Rebel pilot, or maybe even like Gold Squadron leader, a new unique astromech, a Rebel crew member, and like with the X-Wing, like I said, a exclusive minifigure to this. We had General Dodonna. Now we need Mon Mothma. It's been years, I think 2008 or 9, maybe even 10, I can't remember, since we had Mon Mothma. It was even like the old style of face where it was like 2 dots for the eyes and essentially like a line for the mouth with like lipstick around it. That's how old like this Mon Mothma has been. So we need a new we need a new minifigure for her, as well as a new Y-Wing to fill the role of the like downscaled sets. Episode 5. This is a set that I'm honestly surprised hasn't been made yet, especially in the past couple years with like all the new sets that have been coming out for this. And you guys are probably already gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know how we haven't had a Snowspeeder yet. The original one, or not the original one, the one that we've had last was $40, I think in 2019, when I think it was the 40th anniversary of the Empire Strikes Back. I don't know why I blanked so hard on that, but it's been about a few years, like 3 years since we've had a Snowspeeder, and we could probably just take out a few minifigures, get that right back to the $30 price point. Even if they like re-release the exact model, I think people won't really complain because it was such a great model. I don't have it, but just looking at pictures and reviews of it, it looks like a really good model. Yeah, people are gonna say Lego's lazy for reusing this asset, but I think if they do a few improvements, that would be beneficial. I don't know how they really would improve. Like the Y-Wing, those 2 models are pretty much gonna be close to the peak of what it could be. Like I said, keep the price tag down. We don't need like 4 or 5 minifigures. We just need 2. Just give me a Rebel pilot and a co-pilot, stuff like that. It's probably gonna be Luke and Dak, but I would like to see something more unique again. Just give me 2 random, like 2 just out of the blue characters that we don't know. Actually, Hobby from the Rebels was actually referenced in the Empire Strikes Back, so it would be cool to see like a Lego rendition of him. I don't know if he's been made yet or not, so something along the lines of that. Just to wrap things up, we got the episode 6, aka Return of the Jedi, and this one's another one that I am actually kind of dumbfounded that hasn't been released yet. With the rumors of the TIE Bomber being released, we got to fill out the TIE Fighter like line. We got to get the TIE Interceptor again. It has been like 16 years, 6 years since we've had this. It was originally $20. A $20 Lego set for how big it was. I have this set. It's lost to the bin in my home in Sioux Falls. This thing is actually really big compared to like what some sets are. It's roughly the same cockpit like size and shape to this one. A little older, a lot less curve, but it's essentially pretty in line with this TIE Fighter. I'd assume it's going to be about a $40 to $45 set, just like that TIE Fighter. I think I've seen mocks of people like building the TIE Interceptor out of this model. So if we could get it right around that $45-ish price range, that would be awesome. If we have to downscale it, it's not going to be the biggest thing in the world. I'd prefer it to be kind of the same size as this one, but if we can keep the price down anyways, as long as it looks good and it functions pretty well, and it could be stable, by all means, just downsize it. If we can get it down to $35, perfect right there. Wrapping it up, we're going to be probably keeping it to the 3 minifigures, just like that TIE Fighter. I've been pointing to this TIE Fighter quite a bit, but it's just kind of conveniently placed right over my right shoulder. TIE Pilot, Stormtrooper, and an astromech droid instead of a protocol droid. I think that's going to be perfect. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Bort's Bricks, and since college started, I hope I can be able to upload quite a bit more. I've been saying that. I'm sorry. I've been getting sidetracked. I really want to start uploading consistently, but fingers crossed I'll be able to. I want to have this uploaded. I'm going to hold myself to it. I want to have this uploaded by Tuesday, August 30th. So look forward to seeing that, and if it's out, thank you guys for watching. If it's not uploaded by August 30th, just give me crap, please. I need to get my poop in a group and actually like start uploading again. I miss you guys. Come on. Anyways, this has been Bort's Bricks. As always, stay cool, stay awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace. See you in the next one.